Hello and welcome to Crystal Hall number 3 here in Baku, Azerbaijan. This is 2 more quarterfinals to come, one in each category, and then there's semi-finals, so 6 more bouts. Thoroughly enjoying it again. It is the Taekwondo is going down very well. I'm hearing great reports. I know that the channels all around the world are taking it, and there are all the top athletes in Europe here as well. So it's real top class sport that's been shown. It's our final quarter-final in the women's minus 67 kilo category, and this should be a pretty tasty affair.
Yeah, I really like Naby as a fighter. Saw her winning the Youth Olympic Games. She's a great fighter, world class.
In blue, representing Spain, Lua Maria Pineiro Devesa.
Pineiro Devesa of Spain comes out. There's Devesa-Niare of France in red. She's the world number 2. Won gold at Euros 2010, silver at the Euros 2012 and 2014, and was the world champion back in 2013. So she's used to the big stage, and that's why she's world ranked number 2. She has been and done a lot of big events and won them.
Yeah, Naby is an excellent competitor, great athlete. As I say, I saw her all the way back in the days of Youth Olympics and so on, and Junior Worlds. Transferred that up to the senior rank. She's an excellent competitor, and of course it is a category that used to house the athlete Gladys Hepong, who will go later in the week, a top class athlete herself from the French team, a legend in the game, and she has a style that Naby has modelled herself on. But it will be Devesa and Naby taking that Kyongo for inactivity.
Well, the official here is not hanging around the shoot. There's only 15 seconds on the clock.
And neither is Naby. She's managed to push that little short kick under the guard.
Our official, Elizaveta Tarasevich of Russia, who is not going to be having any messing around here. And she certainly laid out her stall in this quarter-final. Beautiful attempted back kick from the French woman from Naby.
Yeah, Naby was one of the first fighters I've seen that can throw a back kick and turn it into a head kick. It's a very, very unusual technique, and she does it again there. She's won numerous competitions with that one, and it gives your opponent an awful lot to think about. That is the job of the fighter, to become a huge thought in the mind of the opponent, and at the moment, just by a slight margin, Naby looking good, the French fighter in red. Pineiro Devesa has been a little bit too calm and cool. Tranquila is, of course, the coaching.
Well, Devesa, sorry, John. The Devesa is she's got the big ask here. Devesa is 16 ranked in the world. Naby's 2nd ranked in the world. She knows that her opponent has been there and done it all, and the challenge for Devesa is to try and come up with a tactic that's going to trouble the French athlete. And the interesting thing is the French athlete is just picking and choosing. She's not all out attack.
Yes.
She's taking her time.
Yeah. And
she's looking for that weakness, and she's possibly saving a little bit of energy, because she knows in the semi-final in about an hour's time she's going to have Anastasia Bruzhnikova dancing all around her, and that's going to be a tough bout. So she needs to try and conserve energy. Spanish coach.
Nous, on lui donne pas. Elle s'est préparée à quelque chose. Il ne faut pas rentrer là-dedans. Au contraire, il faut continuer sur ce quoi tu as démarré au début. Donc, agrandis cette distance. Tu es en train de te rapprocher et du coup, finalement.
When you're working at that distance, wait for the counter, be patient. And Naby, she's managed to execute that so far.
Donne-lui de la mobilité pour qu'elle lève, elle pose. Quand elle a posé, c'est le timing où tu pars en cut fort. Ne cherche pas à scorer avec ton pied, ton visage. Ça, c'est après.
There's a couple of probabilities you have to be aware of: cutting and then changing up to the face.
Very interesting. Both coaches are very, very active with their fighters here. Quite a few coaches we see that are sort of quite laid back. He was very, very active, considering that Naby has obviously decided that she's going to be playing a a low intensity fight here. She's decided that she should be winning this comfortably, and she's going into this. She's usually a little bit more active than this, to be honest. She's decided she's conserving a bit of energy for the semi-final.
Yep, it's like anything though in the training on the mat. The hard work is done there. You train hard and fight easy, and the coaches, of course, they're seeing everything. They want to give advice, but good shot there from the French fighter to the body protector. And a lot of times when we're watching the match, we think, oh, when they're not kicking, they're not being active. They're moving, they're bouncing, they're checking, they're processing information. Footwork is actually more tiring than kicking on its own. The kicking is the fun part because you make contact with the opponent. But when you're bouncing and moving, your calves are burning, your thighs are burning, they're working really, really hard just to do this. This looks easy. This is the hardest part of the sport. Yeah. Or the physically hardest part, the most endurance sapping.
Referee just trying to get the athletes to fight, and Naby decides to try and step it up a bit. Devesa needs to get points on the board, but she's obviously a counter-attacking fighter, and this is difficult for her because Naby doesn't want to go forward.
Yep.
Devesa's waiting for Naby, and we're getting this bit of stalemate now.
Yeah, absolutely. Devesa's continually changing stance here without being a threat. She's just changing stance for no reason at all. Hasn't got a plan behind it. There's no method to it. No. And at the moment, that's just given Pineiro. She's delighted because she can keep it that long distance, block and cover, but she's going to take a jungle for the block here, which gives some opportunity here for the Spanish fighter, Devesa. Yeah.
The block there, John, just explain for the uninitiated. There's a point from Devesa, but that absolutely wakes Naby up, and she comes in with a big attack. And now the officials, I think, are we seeing a card? No, it's the officials want to. There's a spinning kick, and they're saying 2 points.
Discussion for the back kick.
Well,
for Devesa was a good one.
Yeah, we'll get one more as well. Well, John, I was going to talk to you about blocking, but let's leave that to the end of this round, because that was an incredible series of, and Naby now has it all to do, because the Spanish Devesa suddenly pulled in a few moves. She was looking non-threatening at all, and then suddenly a burst of energy in 10 seconds. She's 4-3 ahead.
Good shot though from both to finish the round. Well, as you say, Pineiro Devesa will be happy with the end to that one. Let's have a little listen if we can.
In the second round, red 5-4.
Cette distance, cette fausse distance, c'est elle qui veut te la donner pour que tu viennes justement. Donc reste de loin. C'est qui doit
too far away. Too far away at the moment. And that is the back kick there that made the distance for Devesa. Well, if both coaches were talking about, I mean, the Spanish coach is talking about getting more momentum, being more aggressive. The French coach is saying, you're far too far away, you're in the wrong distance. And I know sometimes in the comments you think, oh, why are you talking about distance, or why are you talking about footwork? That's why, because the kicks are the end of the preparation phase. The preparation phase is footwork and distance. And if you get those two elements right, you score the shots, and it was Pineiro Devesa that did that at the end.
Now Naby will be very, very pleased with the very end of that second period, though, because she came in on the attack. She was 4-3 behind for the first time in the match, quickly scored 2 points, and that's what she's able to do. She has really been almost on autopilot up to now. She's just been looking for a simple win, and I've got a feeling she's going to have to do something a little bit here just to get that little bit, few more points, because at the moment it's a little bit dangerous for her. She collects another point there.
Yep, and in the act of trying to win, Pineiro Devesa has given an opportunity for Pineiro. And as the champion that she's taken it. They're into that open stance again. Again, Pineiro at a long distance, but she's happy now. She doesn't have to attack. And you called it right, Adrian, before. You said she was just woken up, and then you saw the instincts. She started fighting. There's an attempted headshot from Devesa. Doesn't score.
Naby just has those 2 points lead. That's important. Naby also has the graphic in the bottom left that you see on the screen, so that was nowhere near scoring there. Devesa's graphic appears in the bottom right when she hits, but interesting, Naby, you know, she's kicking, she's not scoring, but she's just pushing her opponent away. She's just draining her a little bit here.
She's staying busy, she's staying active, she's giving the opponent lots to think about. If you're a static target, you can walk into back kicks like that. If it was a front leg defence from the French fighter, that's kept her in the lead. But what can Pineiro Devesa find down the stretch here? She just has to, for my money, change stance and use the front leg.
Yeah.
But that's easier said than done.
Well, Naby's in a dangerous zone here because she's gone back to being a little bit static. Her coach is imploring her to just get a little bit more active. And, well, Naby could, she's only 2 points ahead, and we've already seen one spinning kick scored.
She's changed stance finally here, Devesa. And likewise, Pineiro, she's done the same. But that shows you the pressure that the French fighter is putting on. She's managed to force a Kyungo for being too passive.
Yeah.
When you're 3 points down, there's the back kick again, and it's almost
That was so close.
perfect shot.
Well, we may see a card here. The referee has stopped. There was a score for Naby, no card. The referee checks with the judges and nobody's got their hands up.
Encore, and kick again, kick again.
Yeah, Naby is definitely avoiding this. She knows she'll get a Kyungo right at the very end, but that was the strange bout. She was pretty much at half pace throughout that whole bout, and only when she was behind at the end of the second, and she just had a little spell there where she just put an extra couple of points on the board, and that was a very controlled victory. That was very, very interesting to see. So the French athlete, the world number 2, Naby, will progress through to the semi-final, and she will meet Anastasia Baryshnikova, the world number 4, in the semi-final. That's going to be something special. There's the final score, 8 points to 4.
Yep, spot on in your summation there, Adrian. It was a controlled performance. Sometimes when you watch the very best athletes, maybe I like to watch tennis, if you think of like a Roger Federer, that type of player, they always look in control. When the pressure comes on them, they step up, and it was Pineiro that stepped up and produced this push kick here that made the difference. And of course, she was cool and she was calm, and she collects the win.
So that's